Yellowstone is a soap opera revolving around protecting a family ranch. Filmed to look like a story taking place in the 80s, this drama series is all about protecting the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch during a politically troubling time in the country. This video isn't about Yellowstone, though. It's about Kevin Costner, a lead actor in Yellowstone. Costner has a history of openly discussing politics and recently got a little political on social media. First up, Kevin Costner thinks Liz Cheney is the right choice. Cheney is currently up against Harriet Hageman for election in Wyoming. Hageman is endorsed by Trump, someone Liz Cheney no longer supports. Her decision to denounce her support for Trump has gotten a lot of support from the Democrats, but a lot of backlash from Republicans. She has still managed to receive a lot of funding and most recently even bagged the public support of a huge celebrity, Kevin Costner. But how did the public find out about Costner's support for Liz Cheney? Well, Costner has never really been apolitical. Costner isn't afraid to speak his mind, even if it is controversial and might tick a few people off. His defense is that he supports whatever is best for this country. Cheney took to Twitter on August 1st to post a picture of Costner wearing a shirt that said, "I'm for Liz Cheney," and she captioned it, "Real men put country before party." A very clever caption, we might add, since the picture was taken on Yellowstone's set where Costner plays a country boy. But how did fans react to Costner's endorsement? Before we discuss fan reactions, let's dive deeper into Costner's political leanings to get a better sense of what he thinks is best for the country. So is Kevin Costner's political history controversial? After a deep dive into Costner's political views, we can't say for sure whether he is a Republican or a Democrat. When Costner says he wants what's best for the country, he truly means it. Costner made a statement during an interview with the Daily Beast that made us come to the conclusion that even though he might be political, he isn't open to siding with any one party for the sake of loyalty. He said, "The Democratic Party doesn't represent everything that I think, and neither does the Republican Party right now, at all. So I find it too limiting. He'd rather make a conscious decision after reading manifestos, and we think America needs more people who are open to learning." He also isn't super fond of the two-party system, which most of us follow by rule. Costner spoke to the Daily Beast about the importance of being more flexible with political views because no political party ever caters to all people. Right-wing? Left-wing? Nah. Costner is all about moderate political views, something that caters to all sorts of people. He also makes it very clear that he doesn't like being labeled a Republican, something that happened to him a lot in the 90s. Costner might have the most interesting views we've come across so far. We're sure a political conversation with him must never be a dull one, but do his fans appreciate his independent views? Also, how did fans react to Costner's political views? Well, independent political views can bring their own sets of controversies. The majority of America is loyal to their political views. They're either Republicans or Democrats, so when a third view comes in, it'll definitely be made to feel like the odd one out, just like any rom-com movie where the lead actress is bullied by the popular girls. Fans have all kinds of things to say about Costner endorsing Liz Cheney and his political views in general. One fan tweeted, "I knew I loved #Kevin Costner for a reason. Real men and women put country over party," at Lark Logan. But if you scroll down right after this tweet, there is another one saying, "I heard that a lot of people recently canceled #Kevin Costner, goodbye #Yellowstone. That series was too dramatic anyways," at DwarfRanGuy. And both of these tweets were made 2 days after Costner's endorsement of Liz Cheney. One person even pointed out under Liz Cheney's tweet that Costner wasn't registered to vote in Wyoming, to which people said that it was totally okay to support a politician even if you can't vote. Twitter is the place to be, whether you want to appreciate someone or speak against something, and after a deep dive on this platform, we've reached the verdict that this endorsement by Costner has divided his fan base. Some are even going as far as to cancel him publicly and any project he's been in. But is Kevin Costner the only Yellowstone star receiving hate because of his political views? Let's see what the other cast members have to say when it comes to politics. And now, is the rest of the Yellowstone cast political? Actor Cole Hauser, who plays Rip Wheeler in Yellowstone, sat down with Guns and Ammo. He revealed that he was pro-gun and talked about responsibility for owning ammo, but also the freedom to own guns as an American. A lot of people find Hauser's stance problematic since many citizens have been fighting to make ammunition illegal. To make matters more complicated, Hauser confesses to having taught his children how to use a gun. He says it's important his children know how to use a gun so they can protect themselves from danger. Hauser has made it clear that he doesn't care if his pro-gun stance affects his career because he's only exercising his right to freedom as an American citizen. We're assuming he must get super excited over all the gun scenes in Yellowstone then. Taylor Sheridan, an actor and director who plays Travis in Yellowstone, had his fair share of political limelight in 2016 when he made a 4-time Oscar-nominated film, Hell or High Water. While talking to Yahoo, he said this film reflected the small-town America that led to Trump getting elected. Sheridan doesn't talk about his personal political beliefs, but he talks about politics in regards to Hell or High Water. He speaks against forcing personal beliefs and sympathizes with voices that are at disadvantage because of where they choose to live. We think at some level this movie reflects Taylor Sheridan's beliefs because how else did he manage to bag so many Oscar nominations for a movie he possibly doesn't even relate to? Yellowstone is a political political show, and we're not surprised that most of the cast has strong political beliefs. It only makes sense. It is, however, interesting to see how many of these cast members carry such different views from one another. Don't think any of them will be best friends forever. Now moving on to other news. Firstly, Yellowstone is set to release soon. Discussing lighter news, the wait for Season 5 is almost over, as Yellowstone's Season 5 is set to premiere on November 13th of this year. Yellowstone fans will also be seeing actress Catherine Kelly as one of the main characters, set to play Chief Vet Technician Emily Roster. Other than Kelly, there are 7 new additions to the cast, all of which fans will be seeing in Season 5. Also, Liz Cheney is losing. Despite celebrity endorsements, it isn't looking too good for Cheney, as public opinion polls are favoring Harriet Hageman over her. Harriet Hageman is in the lead because of heavy Republican support and endorsement from Donald Trump himself. This election is turning out to be an intense power showdown between Liz Cheney and Donald Trump, who Cheney has spoken against on many occasions. Next up, Kevin Costner pays tribute to late co-star. Costner took a break from filming to pay tribute to his late co-star Ray Liotta. On 10th August, Kevin Costner posted a series of images from Field of Dreams filming days and spoke about Ray Liotta's character. Costner wanted to remind people that Liotta's character, Shoeless Joe Jackson, will be out there with everyone for a great night of baseball in the fields of Iowa. Ray Liotta's death is still pretty fresh since he died in May while filming for a movie in the Dominican Republic. According to statistics, Wyoming is mostly Republican, as Trump managed to garner 70% of votes from this state in 2020. The odds aren't looking good for Cheney, and we're sure Kevin Costner must be disappointed as well. Lastly, Kelly Riley says her marriage is nothing like Beth Dutton's. Kelly Riley likes to keep it hush when it comes to her personal life, including her marriage. Riley has been married for quite some time now. She tied the knot with a financier, Kyle Bauer. Unlike Riley, her husband has no social media presence. All we know is that Kyle Bauer is her Prince Charming. She has talked about how Kyle Bauer makes her feel content and grounded, and their favorite thing to do together is to take a hike with their dog, of course. It is interesting to see how an actress who lives such a different life off-screen has managed to give the audience a character like Beth Dutton. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think people are really turning away from Yellowstone because Kevin Costner is endorsing Liz Cheney? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.